I'd like to invite you to take a moment and find a comfortable position. Maybe the comfy recliner in the living room that's yours. Maybe your bed. Maybe a yoga mat. Maybe sitting. Wherever that is, take a moment and see if you can allow yourself to get 5 to 15% more comfortable. If that's not available, allow 1%. And feel the temperature of the room. Feel the surface, the environment. It's inside of you and it's also outside of you. Life, existence, sensing to what it is to just be existence. Just life. Sensing the breath, noticing air, cold air coming into the nostrils, down the esophagus, into the lungs. Lungs inflate and deflate like a balloon. Warm air coming back out the nostrils. Slowing the breath. Sensing into the breath. Sensing below the neck, into the lungs, into where the breath is at. Sensing not just the head, but the body, the feet, the fingertips. What is it that you're searching for, that you want? Love, peace, accomplishment, wealth. Imagine that. Imagine that being true now. Sense into the body as you dwell on the best. Dwell on purpose and love and peace. Dwell on the best possible scenario in this life. What is that to be true in this moment? That what is being searched for already exists. Maybe take a second and feel into that as being true in the body. Perhaps noticing why you came here, why you've turned on this meditation. What is it that is wanting to be felt in this moment? Motivation. A need to slow it down and sleep. Sense what you came here for. Sense what it would be like for that to be true, for that to exist in the body, in consciousness and awareness, feeling it in the body. Bringing in a feeling of safety, connection, security. What gives you the sensation of safety, security? Cuddling with your pet, hugging a loved one, a nice quiet nook where I can read a book, pillows, blankets, cushions. Air is perfect, the blankets are perfect. About 5% more comfortable, safe, connected, secure. Ungluing, taking a step back from the experience, something driving to move, to judge, to slander. Unglue from that and exist and be while it exists. Sensing in the tongue and gums around the mouth and lips and jaw. The whole mouth and jaw and tongue. Left ear and right ear. Just really sensing in to the face and nose. Up around the eyes. Around the brow. Outer edges of the eye and forehead. Up and around the scalp and hair follicles. Strands of hair. Down the shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingertips and palms. Feel into the hands, the palms, the fingertips. Feeling, sensing a pulse. Existing with the pulse, alive. Aware of existence. Aware of he or she who is receiving the sensations coming up around the chest and upper back, mid-back, mid-abs, lower back, sensing into every organ, every muscle, all the way out to the skin. What is receiving the sensations and what is sensing and what is the sensed? Down around the psoas and hips and upper legs, knees, shins and calves, ankles, feet, toes, heels, soles of the feet. Sensing in the whole lower body, bone, muscle, skin, crown of the head all the way down to the soles of the feet. sensing and existing. Existing and sensing this body that carries what is felt and what is thought and what is sensing along with it through existence. Interpreting what is being sensed, bringing a story to awareness, thoughts, and emotions. Just watching the story, watching them float by in the sky, thoughts, opinions, judgments, sensations, urges, emotions, taking a step back from the experience and watching them float on like clouds in a blue sky. A storm comes in, destruction, the storm leaves, and the sky still exists. Imagine being the blue sky that is untouched, undamaged, always is. Sensing the clouds appear and disappear in the sky. Bringing attention down to the nostrils. Belly, ribs, and chest. Just existing with breath. Exhaling a little bit longer than the inhale. Deep and slow. Just enjoying life. Breathe. Every breath is proof of existence, aliveness. Every heartbeat, proof of existence and aliveness. Counting backwards with the breath. When inhale, say 7. When exhale, say 7. And when inhale, 6. Exhale, 6. Doing this till you get down to 1. Counting each breath backwards from 7. If count is lost, start over at 7. Continuing to bring attention to the breath if distractions, thoughts arise, acknowledging, ungluing, witnessing, and gently turning attention back to the body, back to the breath. proof I'm alive and exist. The whole body inflating, deflating, bringing air to the back, to the left side, to the right side, to each part of the body, breathing into the feet and the palms and the crown. Allowing breath to expand, breathing in existence, exhaling death, exhaling smoke, breathing in a nice white cleansing light, exhaling smoke. Noticing if there's anything in the body that is being sensed. Observing it, imagine it being held in front. Noticing the texture, the temperature, the shape, the color. Like a curious scientist observing the sensations. And bringing it back in as a felt sense. Noticing what is sensing and aware of itself sensing. Bringing it back out, observing curiously. What does it want? What does it need? Bringing it back in as a felt sense. Going back and forth with that a few times. Sensing and feeling. Observing. Questioning. Curious. Stepping back as the sky and watching the clouds. The clouds of the interpretation that is presented. And observing. Nothing but interpretation. And imagining what it is that is being grasped for and feeling what it is to be true. Stepping back into the experience. Bringing a smile to the lips, smile to the heart. Enjoying this being, this existence. No obligation to do anything but exist and live. And as existence and living, to interpret life the way you want to interpret it, instead of allowing the interpretation to just be autonomic. Sensing the breath, sensing the body. knowing that this space is accessible. This computer needs a reboot when it gets laggy, when the stimulation is too high, when the emotions run high, when the thoughts won't stop and are too intrusive. I need to turn off the computer and set it back up and turn it back on. And this is why we meet in this space. I want to thank you for taking the time, for enjoying this Yoga Nidra practice with me. Love is accessible. Love is more important than survival of the fittest. Love for self. Love just existing. Just being. Take this with you.